Dee Dee with Starcrafted Blend, and today we're screen printing. Not going to show you until we do the reveal, but I decided to try screen printing again, so I'd like you to join me on this journey. What you're going to need, and this is just for this project, I printed out a template from my Cricut. It's actually on the other side. I've got my screen. I've taped the edges, so you're going to need the tape. Um, I've taped the edges so that nothing seeps through. You will need transfer tape and your vinyl, obviously for your Cricut, for your template. I'm going to use a piece of cardboard. I have my ink here, and today I'm going to be making some tea towels or dish towels. So I'm just going to make some decorative dish towels, and these are going to be for November, Thanksgiving, um, November vibes. I'll have more. I'm only going to do one today on camera, but I will have more, and you can see the rest of them. They'll either be on my Facebook page. If they turn out, they might be on my website. I don't know. And I am looking at getting a Pinterest set up, so I may have a Pinterest page soon. We'll see. But let's go ahead and try our screen printing. So if you want to see how to get to the point I'm at now where I'm ready to add the ink, um, just go back to my original screen printing video and don't let my frustration in that video scare you. It was actually issues that I had the day before when I was trying, but everything turned out great and I liked everything that I had done. There was a little bleeding on everything. If I had them with me, I'd show you right now. Actually, give me a minute and I will go grab them. All right, I'm back. And these are the ones I made before. And obviously for the Halloween vibes, this is the first one I did. And there was a little bit of bleeding on the E, but otherwise it turned out okay. And then this was the second one I did. This is the one that's actually in the video. And the only thing I didn't like about this one was that I didn't put enough ink on the bottom of it. But then I kind of liked the spooky vibe that it gave. It almost looks like the moon is glowing a little bit. So anyway, those are the ones that I did before. I don't know if you can see it. But those were just little testers. This one I'm actually going to do on a tea towel or dish towel. I am, again, just using the black ink. I got the kit. I have it linked in my previous video. I will link it to this one as well. I got the kit. It came with 3 colors. It came with black, red, and blue. And since what I'm making is just basically words, I'm just going to do the black. If I wanted to, I could actually go ahead and get some more colors, but right now I'm just going to stick with what I have because there's actually a lot of it. So a lot of the stuff that would normally be in color, I may just print in vinyl on my Cricut and just do vinyl in the heat transfer vinyl, but because I've got lots of that. But I've got the 3 colors of ink, and right now I think that the black will work just fine for what we're doing today. So I will actually link that video to this one as well so that you have access to it. So then you'll see in that video, you'll have your screen. you'll get your template cut out. You'll stick it to your heat transfer. Or no, why am I saying the heat transfer now? Your transfer tape. After you do your weeding, put it onto your screen. I'm just going to kind of brush through that quickly because we did a video on that. But like I said, I'll link the video and you can see what I'm talking about. But again, don't let my frustration in that video bother you. I really did enjoy after the fact and when I looked back, which is why I'm trying it again. But I had just had a really bad day the day before. So then when you get your design on the screen, you're going to check, and I always hold it up to the light. You don't have to, but I just look to see if there's any gaps. And if there are, I will cover those with tape. So I've got mine covered with tape now. I'm still trying to hide the design. So then, if you're doing shirts or anything, you'll want to have your measurements and all of that. I haven't done anything like that. I'm just doing like those tester squares and now a tea towel. Now I will want to kind of try to get it centered, but I have a piece of cardboard underneath so that it doesn't bleed through. You'll want to use cardboard or a very thick cardstock or something if you're doing on a t-shirt, just to put in between so it doesn't bleed through to the back. All right, so I'm just gonna put that there and stop trying to peek at my design. You will see it very soon. But I'm going to try to get it as centered as I can. I did press this towel, but it doesn't look like it. I did press it before. The towels I got, they're flour sack towels, so I'm not sure if it's even a great material for this. So we're going to learn this together today. But then what you're going to do is you're going to place the screen onto your cardboard, onto your fabric, and then you're just going to add your ink. And I am going to be a little bit more generous this time than I was last time, probably too generous because you know me. All right, so you just lay the ink across the top, and then I'll be able to add more if it seems like I need to. You're probably going to get to see the design now, but it'll look even better once we have it completed. So let's go ahead and start spreading the ink. And actually, let me just quickly grab a paper towel. I'm getting it. I'll be right there. Okay. So I'm just grabbing a paper towel in case I get it on my hands or, whatever. So got my paper towel. Okay, let's go ahead and start pulling the ink. So we just start at the top, pull down, keep going. Stop looking at the design, it's a surprise. Don't read it. And I just try to get into all the spots. Okay, I think I got it. Stop peeking. I see you're peeking. And then I'm just going to, got a lot left here. I don't usually have that problem because usually I don't do enough. Just shake it off a bit. And I'm going to run it the other direction. Okay, we'll see if these tea towels will work, or dish towels, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. But we'll see if they're good for this kind of project. And I will link everything in the description below. But also, stop peeking. Also, what you want to do is you will want to um, clean your screen while the ink is still wet. It's much easier to clean. And if you want to do more than one, you can. You should be able to. Let I'm excited. I want to see how it turns out. So let's go ahead and lift it. This time it's not a little tiny one, so I can actually hold the edge. Ah, cute. Cute. I love it. Now, you're going to want to let it dry for about 4 hours. I did get a little bit of bleeding here, but for the most part, you can tell what it says. A little bit of bleeding there too. I don't know if that's the ink bleeding through or the type of material. It's a flour sack tea towel. Um, but you get the gist of what it says. So then you'll want to let it dry for about 4 hours. And then you'll want to do a heat press on it. You can use just your regular iron. If you have the Cricut press, you can do that. Or you, if you have a big old heat press, can I have it? Just kidding. You can use that. So whatever you have, you'll just want to press it, do a heat press once it fully dries in about 4 hours. And then you're going to want to obviously clean your screen for your next project. So see, that one went a little better. It is running the words together a little bit. I think it's the way that it's spaced. I also think it's the material that I used, but it was fun. I had fun doing it. I hope you guys like the design. I'm going to do a couple other different designs for November, but this was my first one. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure that you're sharing it with people. We need to get more people over into our little Star Crafted family. And if you decide to do this, let me know how it turns out and maybe send me a picture. All right, guys, thanks. Have a great day.